What's up guys, Roche here again doing another case opening. This is for set 4 of Argent Saga, Echoes of Hokken. We got this set, we got another 5 new champion box toppers. So those are all looking really exciting, along with new support for, let's see, we got dinosaurs, we got penguins, we got some beasts and elemental things, some new vampiric stuff for dark, yeah, all in all, very exciting set. Obviously, we're looking for, there's 9 stamp cards in here, and then from what we heard, some cool things with the new point system. So, go ahead and stick to. We're going to go ahead and open a couple boxes, then we'll come back at the end and show you what we got. So, let's see what we get. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and open up a couple boxes just to see what this set's all about. I already opened a few of the case, so just want to give you a couple on stream. There is our penguin box topper. I am super excited for penguins. I don't care if they're good, bad, I'm playing some penguins. Like I said, the archetypes in this set seem fun. There's penguins, there's dinosaurs, there's elementals and beasts. There we have rare, foil commons, and just some commons. Let's see what we got here. There is rare for dark. Another monger. There's another foil common, and there's our first Argent Ravaging Rhinoceros. I'm excited. I'm excited for events to start up again, hopefully within the next, I mean, I would love for it to be in the next couple of months, but who knows? Who knows when they will start again, but when it does, I am ready. I know all you guys at home are as well. Shout outs to the online local and things that are trying to keep Argent Saga going in these tough times. You know, gotta do what you gotta do though. Hoping everyone's out there staying safe. Now that I have physical cards, I'm ready to deck build. I hate deck building online with simulators because it just doesn't work for me. Our second Argent for this box, Shadow Work Arbiter. From what I've seen so far, it's been pretty consistent. 2 Argents, a secret, bunch of foil commons, and, you know, rares and supers. So rare. Another light rare. More penguins. I want all the penguins. All the foil penguins. It's a foil dinosaur and a rare or super foil dinosaur thing. Good. Nope. A rare. Like I said, gonna open them. Just wanted to open a box or two, see if we pull anything super shiny and cool. You know, about halfway through this first box. Probably open at least one more after this, just to, again, there. Ursa. Again, favorite things about Argent Saga. I love the artwork. I think this set, just from reading a lot of the cards, there's a foil common for penguins and a rare for penguins. Artwork's amazing. The lore is fun and different and interesting. Mechanics are sound. Everything looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to mess around with and play some fun things, you know, make some new deck ideas. Obviously splashing a lot of this stuff with, you know, the sets from the first 3 sets, plus all the other cards that exist. Another foil common penguin, and there is a rare for light. But yes, I want to build penguins. I don't know how I'm building penguins yet, but I will build penguins. I will also build dinosaurs in some capacity, because those also sound like fun. Obviously, there are 9 stamp cards in this set. There's our points and our secret rare in the same box or pack. Congo, the Sacred Beast, Forest Beast King. Interesting note, I've seen this and it's been 100% accurate so far. Per box, you get 1 to 3 10-pointers now. There are no more 1-pointers or 5-pointers or 25-pointers. So you either get like 1 to 3 of these, and it's depending on how many of these you pull. These 2 cards are always together unless they're foil. So interesting to see that. You know, the amount that you pull of points comes down to the random RNG of how many of these you get in a box. So that's interesting. There are, I say this because there are now also foil 10-pointers in this set, which I think is... I'll talk about how I feel about that later. Oh, speak of the devil. There's your hollow 10-pointer. Obviously not linked to the other hollow. So, they exist. I don't know what else to say about them. They exist. They're shiny. They're cool looking, I guess. Let's see. I've heard that if you pull the hollow of her in a box, you're more likely to pull the hollow 10-pointer. I don't know if that's 100% accurate yet, but I've heard that. Just because I'm guessing that's just how the algorithm works wherever they are on the printing pages. They just always go together. Let's see what we got. Another dino spell. More emerald stag. And I'll just give us a quick fan to see if there's any other points in there. And this is our last pack of this box. There you go. So yeah, for those of you wondering why I was flashing through the comments, I usually don't, but I usually, like, if I was doing other box openings, obviously it's very... all the good cards are in the back, commons are in the front. For this set, though, there is our Zane Hero Champion. But because actually the way this set is set up, because there are only 10-pointers now, and you're not getting 7 to 8 of them per box, and you only get like 1 to 3, and that they're dependent on where the Hokken Archaeologist is. It's interesting that the points can actually be anywhere in the pack, so you kind of have to be careful and scan your pack to make sure you didn't just, you know, skim past some commons and leave a 10-pointer there. I love the point system. I think the prize wall is a great thing. I think it needs to be updated a little bit more often. Obviously, cannot blame them. We're in the middle of COVID. So, I don't know if there was, you know, ideas to update it more often, but, you know, I would like to see certain things, I guess, available quicker. Other than that, like, I'm cool with it. I also wish, like, I wish they did, like, I guess, like, encouraging point breaks on things would be an interesting way to encourage people to, you know, want to collect and use their points, like, all at once. Like, you know, obviously, you see certain promos are 25 points for one of them, or 75 points for one of them. Or if it was, like, if you could be like, okay, well, what if I order a playset? Alright, there is our... Get back to that thought in a second. There is our numbered stamped Fragment of the Forgotten One. Number 118 of 500. It's pretty cool. There's our rare. Anyway, back to the prize wall. Yeah, I don't know. I wish they, like, offered price breaks like that. Like if they offered it so you could be like, oh yeah, if you want to buy a playset of a promo, it's, you know, 10 points cheaper. Or like, you know, they do it kind of with the, I want to say it was with the starter decks. Each starter deck had a point value that you could buy them for, or if you bought all 5 together, it took a little bit off. Obviously, it's the same mentality of like buying loose packs as opposed to buying a box. Like you could split it like that way. I think the dice are the dice. I think comes up to it's the dice is the set of 7 for 30, unless they've changed this recently, or they're 5 each. So you save 5 points by buying the full set. But I feel like that's something you can do for like the promos or for like the metal cards. Like I would love, and I'm probably going to at some point, want to have a full metal shard deck. It's like always together, always together. I would love to have I want to have the full metal shard deck. I just wish that, like, you know, there's 75 points each. Obviously, you want to own all 5 special shards, plus a kite shard, or plus the Corona shard. You don't really need to own the Fizzy and kite shard right now, as far as like competitive play. But as far as having the collection, and just in case you want to play those eventually, like, yeah, you want those. And I think they just changed it so the kite shard and the Fizzy shard aren't as expensive as the Corona shard, which obviously makes sense because they weren't probably, you know, getting people trading in for those. So, but, you know, how hard it would be if, like, okay, well, they're 75 points each, but if you buy a playset of, you know, Zephyr crystals and metal, make it, you know, slightly cheaper. You know, which that way you theoretically have people spending less points per transaction, but more points total, in a sense. I'm not sure how I feel about this set only having 10 pointers in it. Obviously, I think what it does is it makes your average per box go up, because it used to be somewhere between 7 and 8 point cards per box, but most of the time that was a lot of 1-pointers. So like you could get like 7 points in a box. This way it guarantees you that you're always over 7, because you're going to get at least a 10. But it makes it so like there's no way of pulling like a really good, like pulling a 25 or a 20 and a couple 5s and 1s. Like, you know, I think in one box I pulled the maxed out at 54 points, I want to say was the number. Because I got, again, extremely lucky. I pulled a 20, a 25, and then a smattering of 6 other point cards. So, you know, you can never really get that. Though, like I said, the most I've seen in a box is 3 so far. But there are also boxes that have 1. So, I don't know. I also have not seen a golden ticket. I'm not sure if those are still a thing in this set, but, you know, they probably aren't. Golden ticket might have been for, you know, the idea probably was that golden tickets were supposed to be for season 1, which would have ended and they'd done the Core tournament over the summer, obviously before Hokken came out, every time. So I'm assuming that they didn't plan on putting the card tickets in this set, which is cool. Every time, like literally, that's 3 times in a row. Like I don't want to say 100%, but it's 100%. Pull Hokken Archaeologist, get 10 points. That's how this goes. So, but about 3 packs left on this box. See what I'm doing. Alright, yeah. Let's wrap up this box real quick. There's a hope. There's our secret. Take a quick look. Just make sure I didn't get any points. I think it's also interesting to watch the last set that had all the tokens in it, and then this set has none. There are no tokens in this set, which I understand because I don't think there's any token producing cards, or at least that they don't produce anything new. so I understand that. But like, there's some basic tokens that you could have just made from previous sets that we don't have already. That's besides the point. So that was 2 boxes. You know, got 10 pointers. Not bad for 2 boxes. Got our 2 secrets. Got our 4 Argents. And 1 serial number. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up opening the rest of the case, and then we'll come back and see what we got. Alright guys, here we are. I mean, I got good news and I got bad news. So let's look at the good stuff first. Pulled 5 stamp cards in our case, serial cards. 1 Fragment of the Forgotten One, 1 Shadow Arbiter, 1 Tux, Nun Nefaria, the Queen of Assassins, and 1 Rena, the Feral Warrior. Now this card is part of the bad news, and I will get to that in a second. Secrets, pulled 3 Congo Sacred Forest Beast King, 2 Melanite Evarie of Night Queen, 1 Tyrannosaurus, Tyrantus, whatever his name is, 3 Aurea, and 3 Kumakori, the Pengardian. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word. So 12 in total. Yeah. 1 per box. Pretty standard. Urgent. Pulled 4 Fragment of the Forgotten One. 2 Shardwork Arbiter. 3 Hokken Warding Amulet. 2 Ravaging Rhinoceros. 3 Evie. 4 Brontosaurus, or whatever his name is. 3 Zayla. And 3 Pengardia. I believe it should be 24. 24, 2 per box. Pretty standard. I did miss on another box, but you know, it happens. Sometimes you only get 1. I think I had 23 on a case. Ended up with 25 10-pointers, so 250 points, 2 of which were foil. Again, this is cool, I suppose. I think it's kind of pointless, because there shouldn't, like, the point system is supposed to be to get you to get more merchandise or get like cool things. This, to me, this is not worth anymore, because it's still only worth 10 points. So it's just shiny, which makes me want to keep it, not trade it in for merchandise. It shouldn't have something that it gets you product shouldn't have collector's value. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. So I don't know why we wasted time making these foil, especially if it took away from other things. I didn't count to see if it took away from other things, but it might replace the foil commons. I'm not sure. But, yeah. So that's just my point on it. Again, like, will I use these last? Probably, but if there's something I really want, then I'm probably going to trade in the points. Keep one of them, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't counted them yet, but stack of foil commons, stack of rares and supers. Now to get to the point where I'm peeved. I will first start off by saying, and I love Argent Saga. And I will get the generic nothing is guaranteed, which I've come to expect. But these are our box toppers. Now, there's supposed to be a random one of 5 champions as your box topper. Completely agree with that. I'm okay with that. You know, by randomness, you're going to have more of some than others. Completely fine. Understandable. I end up with 1 Nefaria, 3 Zane, 7 Penguin. Now, for anyone who did the math, that's only 11. So, you know what? Factory error. I didn't get a box topper in one of my boxes. That's not what I'm upset about. What I'm upset is that in 12 boxes, we didn't get one Renya or one Hadir, the green champion. Now, to me, again, I could sit here and be like, oh, it's simply just unlucky, This apparently is a common occurrence. I've had teammates and friends who are opening cases and noticing that nobody is pulling Hadirs or Renas. And to me, that's a problem. Like, you can't have that because, like, I mean, yes, I guess you can argue the fact that somewhere somebody's pulling only those two and any of these. But that's equally as bad to me. Because, like, I have the luxury of opening cases. And I understand it's a luxury because I do it because I want to open it for the channel. I want to open it so I can, have, singles to help the community for people who don't have time or the money to buy boxes and want to buy singles. And I'm trying to help. But the fact that if this case had gone to a store where players are trying to learn, and if somebody really wanted to play dinosaurs and use Rena, or wanted to play, the new Hadir deck, and, you buy a box or two, and your friend buys a box or two, and you think, like, oh, one of you has to get this card. This is a problem. Like, and unfortunately, it's not the first time we've seen these type of errors, and I understand our ARG, or Argent Saga, it's a new game, and they're doing it from the ground up by themselves, and I respect everything they're doing, but you have time to make sure that these things don't happen. So make sure they don't happen. Because it's been happening since day one that you guys have had packaging errors like this. Get it together. That's all I'm saying. I love the game. I love the artwork. I love the mechanics. I love how the game flows. I want this game to do something. And this could just be the rant of, one upset person in the community, but, but please let me know, like, are you guys experiencing the same things? Has anybody pulled Hadirs or Renas? Please let me know. Let me know, and I will, be happy to say, like, oh, well, chalk it up to bad luck. I didn't get any. But from what I've seen so far, it's not bad luck. And if it's not bad luck, then it's a manufacturing problem. If it's a manufacturing problem, guys got to get on your game. That's all I'm saying. But, like I said, I'm here to support. I'm here. I hate having to, like, say something negative about this game, about the game. And that's that's my saving grace. I'm not talking negative about the game. I'm talking negative about what's happening with the company right now. And I get it. We're in the middle of COVID. I don't know. I'm not at their packaging warehouses. I'm not part of their, any part of their shipping and things like that. But as a consumer and somebody who, buys their product, I expect better. And I hope you guys do too. But I'm excited to play this set. I'm excited. I guess I'm going to be proxying Hadir decks for now, though, because I don't have a Hadir. But I'm excited to build penguins, dinosaurs, mess around with the new dark and light cards and different iterations. Is this going to give Liam something it needs now that it lost some cards on the ban list? Will this make air, more of a relevant deck instead of just a splash color? We don't know. But I'm looking forward to finding out. Thank you guys for joining me. It's been John Roche with another case opening of Set 4 of Argent Saga, Echoes of Hokken. Stay safe. We love you. And remember, if the day ends in Y, we're gaming.